So we spoke about a bullish breakout, and as long as we held the 50 moving average on the 12-hour chart, we are still remaining bullish. And I explained it to you guys how it starts off with smaller time frames. It starts off with the 4-hour, then it goes to the 8-hour, then it goes to the 12-hour. We did get the cross of the MAs a few days ago. And ultimately, now you can see how the 50 MA becomes your support. It actually becomes quite simple now, because this is the moving average we must hold. And as long as we hold this moving average, the markets are bullish. And all of a sudden yesterday, we ended up breaking this trend. I did put the play out of what I expected the bullish scenario to play out. So well done to all of those that got the entries on the altcoins. But if you have a look at the 4-hour, the move went slightly higher than what I expected. I was expecting a breakout, then a retest, and then the continuation. So I still think there can be a short-term pullback from this move, which will give us entries on any altcoins that we missed throughout that time. And ultimately from here, I'm looking at us make our way to a higher high and ultimately hopefully chase down the 18. And remember, the 18,800 is the daily 50 moving average. And if we get through that one, that's going to be insane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the different scenarios of Bitcoin, what we're going to buy if it tests support on this pullback, because right now we cannot fight that this is clearly a higher high over here. What are we loading up on that area? I'm then going to show you something incredibly interesting and something that shows that we've been expecting. Many people this year have been talking about this is very similar to 2018. I pulled out the charts on Bitfinex, and you're going to be shocked when it comes to time frames, how the 2014 bull run, the 2017 bull run, and the 2022, how they all did everything in the exact same time. And we had the monthly RSI that ran at the bottom for over 300 days every single time. And right now, we're at the area of where it's the last month until the RSI actually breaks through. Guys, it's incredible. I'm going to blow your mind with that. And remember, I'm doing giveaways. I'm giving away prizes. So remember, you need a BYBIT account. If you've deposited more than $250, you qualify to win. I'm going to be selecting winners. We're doing this all the way until December. No more wasting times, James. Let's get into the show.
Click, click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click, click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click, click, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target, and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror, mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper, click, click. Enter the sniper.
Happy Friday, Banter fam. If you are brand new, smash the subscribe button. If you're part of the family, let's help get this content out there. We're feeling good. I feel like we're on a good roll here. We want to catch the momentum. Remember, guys, doesn't matter how long this bear market's been. If we can catch the bottom and we can ride this whole wave up for over 2 years, it's incredible on what we can do throughout that time. We fight hard. We fight hard every day to get our butts here, to be staying dedicated throughout these times. But it's quite crazy on how far this actually gets us. Remember, guys, if you're new to the channel and you're opening any exchanges, to use our links below. You get sign-up bonuses as well as discounts on trading fees. It gets you into our sniper school, which we still have around 2,500 spots available. So make sure you go watch the sniper school, the free trading school video. We'll put it actually in the link below, in the description below. Get your spot. We are doing a cohort of 5,000 students in January. And we also have the VIP Discord. Okay, so guys, let's jump in and let's actually have a look. First thing that I do want to see is we have some news today. Small news. 3:30 our time. So what's that around now? 2 hours. What's the news? PPI. So we got purchases inflation. Purchases inflation. Okay. So what that basically means is we might expect a little bit of volatility. Now, what I am seeing on, think about it. The news has been directing everything. Whenever there's something, we get these crazy wicks. So be careful with short-term trades in that time for stop losses, but obviously prep, because we are at another critical level. And firstly, we have the stock market, which did lose trend a few days back. And ultimately, what it's doing now is it's looking to break this trend. It's actually looking to break this next trend and ultimately looking at two areas. Either we chase the higher high, or we make a lower high, indicating a lower low at the next point. But either way, if things go good today, we could see a nice little stock market rally. And ultimately, if we have that with the crypto market and that candle we just formed yesterday, this could form us to have a nice weekend. That's hopefully what we're expecting. We then have the Dixie sort of trending sideways right now. The 10-year yield also sort of going sideways right now. So what it means, guys, is another big day. News may affect it, but ultimately we got to be ready for both. Now, let's put this quickly on the Bitcoin chart, because I think Bitcoin is not really running so much with the stock market at the moment, but ultimately we're looking at two areas. We're looking either at getting a pullback before we break the high so we can get more entries, or we just go straight up from here and we break this high area over here. So what I am expecting is, if there is a pullback, it'll probably come not much, 1% or 2% back down to around 17. Maybe the area is even 16.9, and that can be a top-up area. It will just be a retest of the zone. Remember, higher high, we expect a higher low. We do have a 4-hour RSI that's hit the top, so temporary pullback. But the 12-hour, if we have a look, the 12-hour RSI is still well on its way, and we can see over here it's only just started liftoff. So it means maybe a temporary pullback, but ultimately, bigger picture, Bitcoin had a great candle yesterday and starting to make its way really strong. Now, what we also saw yesterday is we're seeing our ETH. Remember what I spoke about ETH, guys? ETH outperforming Bitcoin. It's on this trend line again. Every time the markets turn bullish, ETH gets bullish. Like, it looks really, really, really good. And remember what I spoke about this breakout, guys? If we get this breakout over here, it could go crazy. We could go test the tops again, which we've hit twice in the last 2 years, or we completely break through and the next resistance is 60%, if not 120%, just showing how strong ETH is. So there's a no-brainer. If the markets turn bullish, you want to be in ETH. You want to definitely have positions in ETH, because ETH is just looking incredibly strong right now. And the charts are showing it very clearly. Now, let's look at the next thing, which is the dominance. Remember what I spoke about the dominance yesterday and explaining how the dominance makes its way up to get Bitcoin where it needs to be. And we got two options with dominance here. Okay. Now, if the market continues up, either dominance goes slightly higher to my box that I put up in this area over here. And then I'm expecting a diversification back into altcoins, or we still get the bullish scenario where the markets either break up, and this is actually an ABC, and we finally break these lows that we haven't broke for a long time with the dominance, and this will be incredibly bullish within altcoins. I think if the market does pull back from here, this could also make its way down, and then maybe have a run if Bitcoin decides to go to the 18K. Don't be surprised that eyes are on Bitcoin right now, because we need Bitcoin to bring in the money, and then we can diversify back within the altcoins. Now, let's actually have a look at the altcoins for a second and see where they're at. Now, if you look at the total three, remember the weekly. This is excluding Bitcoin, excluding Ethereum. Remember that we did hold the most important support for altcoins. That it's incredibly important, because the next one is 40% down. And as long as we held this, things could still go pretty well for the altcoins. And we can see here what we're doing is we're basically ranging sideways. So we basically have this little channel where we're in this channel right now, and it's bouncing when we're hitting the support areas. But ultimately, if Bitcoin decides to break the next high now, we can get this bad boy on the roll and get it back to the trend line. Now, if it does go to the trend line, it's showing a 20 to 30% capital coming back into the altcoins, which is huge. It's basically showing another $70 billion been distributed back into altcoins. So it's just giving you a little bit of idea that if the markets turn really bullish now, remember, we've got big news next week. If things go good today and we get a 50 basis points next week, I think stock market nearly goes to all-time high, and I think crypto flies. I think it absolutely shatters everything than what we expected. So this could be an insane big move. But let me show you guys something. Before I jump into the trades from yesterday, I want to show you guys something extremely interesting. And it's something you got to pay attention to. Now, we had three basic major bull runs over the last 10 years, okay? We basically had the 2014 one, and I want to explain to you something. I'm going to go to the monthly chart. Monthly, guys, one of the highest charts that you get. Here's Bitcoin's history over here, monthly. Now, do you see one thing at the bottom there? Do you see that we've only been here 1, 2, 3 times in the past? 1, 2, 3 times. Let me blow your minds. Let me show you what's happened the last few times. So the first one, we came off the bull run. And basically what happened is the market went into this bear cycle, okay? And the RSI on the monthly remained at the bottom, okay? And it remained when it entered to when it exited this area over here was 395 days, okay? Then after that, we had 578 days until Bitcoin broke all-time high. Okay, so the RSI made its way out. We finally got out of the bottom range. Remember, I said we're in the bottom range. Then after that, we went 578 days until we broke the all-time high. Then the 2017 bull run happened. So the bull run happened after that we broke the previous high. Okay, then what we did is we made our way down. RSIs came down, and basically we went in a bear market. The RSI was here for 396 days before it exited. 396 days before it exited. The last one, 395 days. Let me blow your mind again. After that, we then had 580 days until Bitcoin broke all-time high. 578 days, 580 days. 395 days in the bottom range, 396 days in the bottom range. Okay. Next thing I do want to explain as well is when we got out of this bottom range the first time, Bitcoin grew 253%. Okay. In that time, in this wave up over here. Okay. The next time that we exited, it wasn't the all-time high break yet, just this move over here. You could see this move over here, just getting us out of that bottom range was 280%. Nearly the same. Okay. Then what happened is we went on 580 days, similar to the last one. And now let's look where we're at. Right now, the RSI is doing the exact same thing, same time, same everything. Okay. Now, what it's showing is right now we are 365 days at the bottom. Now, if you look at the previous data, this 396 was when we exited the oversold position. We are still in at the moment. Now, remember the weekly RSI is at the bottom. We have many different times. We've technically tested a major support at these lower ranges. And what it's saying is across here, and if this repeats, guys, where it's doing the exact same thing, where it's showing one more month, in the next month, in this month, we break out of this range over here. And what happened the last few times? Let me paint the picture. After that, we basically had 578 days until we tested all-time high. So what it's showing us is this area over here, August 2024, until we break all-time highs. That makes sense because in the mid of 2024, we have the next Bitcoin halving. Guys, it's the same thing that's happened throughout these times, and it's showing 578 days until then. So for me, basic idea, not saying exact, but okay, we were expecting 2024 to possibly be the next break of the next all-time high, which is incredible. But what it did before that twice, okay, is it actually had a move first. And basically from here, it had a 200 to 250% move first. Then we had, and then all-time high break throughout those times. Run, can I show you something quick to blow your mind?
When all-time high, sir?
2024.
So let's go away and come back at 2024.
Check out. I'm going to do this in a quick abbreviation for you. This RSI monthly, since Bitcoin, the last 3 bull runs, have entered this only 3 times. They each of them, the first time it stayed from entry to exit 395 days. Okay. After it exited, 578 days after that, we broke all-time high on Bitcoin.
Okay.
Then RSI came down again. We had the 2000 after broke all-time high. We had the 2017 top. Cool. Then we went to the bear cycle. RSI hit the bottom. Stayed in here for 396 days. Then exited. Okay. 580 days after that, Bitcoin broke all-time high. Exact same number, exact same
Okay,
number, exact same number, exact same number.
When did it
Now,
cross?
let me show you now. After that, we went all-time high, bear cycle. We went into oversold territory. We are now 365 days in here. And the
So
last
January,
two,
we come back in January.
So basically what it's saying is by the end of this month to the end of Jan, we exit this over here. 578 days, if we're following the exact same roadmap, is when we break all-time high. Before that, though, when we exited these areas over here, both times Bitcoin had this little wave first before it went into the bull run. The little wave up, and both times they were 260 to 280%, both of them. And what it's basically inferring and what it's giving us a basic understanding is Bitcoin from here at some point has a relief rally up here, down. Oh, why's my thing being weird? Here, and then all-time high break.
Okay,
this
so
is just off of pure, but it's crazy, bro. It's like everything is to the exact time. Everything. It's incredible to see where we're actually sitting here and how it's playing out. Incredible.
Oh, amazing. Yo,
incredible.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait.
Okay, can't wait.
You carry on. I was just watching. I thought I'd jump on and say,
what do we think, guys? Smash a like if you enjoyed it. Like, it's true. You know, everyone wants to. People want to panic out to these areas, and we're just explaining to them, like, do it.
The time to panic out. The time to panic out was 6 months ago. The time is
data's in front of you.
You don't exit now. Now you enter. You don't exit now. You know, you've been through it. It's like you've run a marathon. You've been through the whole marathon. You've done whatever 90% of the marathon. Like, what you want to exit now?
No, it's crazy. And what it's saying is the middle of 2024 is the halving, and it's saying basically from August to September of 2024 is and that makes sense. The last two bull runs have been 3 months after halving is when all of a sudden the market took off.
I agree with you.
Is it programmed?
I think so. I'll tell you one thing that's really like, you know, we haven't had one proper rally.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like the proper rally, and technically to this chart, we will know by the end of this month. It's showing us that at the end of this month we have the rally, and it's 100 to 200% rally, and then we go. So think about it. This year, didn't you say many times that this reminded you of 2018? Yes. This is showing it's exactly 2018, and 2019 was gradual growth, small pullback, and then
we deserve a rally. Because we haven't had one rally. You're looking at a monthly, maybe go on like a weekly. Let's just look at 2018. Like at least when we were here in 2018, we had like 2 tough years. But at least in those tough years, we had 100%, 200% rallies. This bear market, not a single rally.
So this is what it did in that time. Little fake outs.
Yeah, but those little fake outs,
they're money, but
just measure that little fake out you're talking about. Just quickly measure what 40%. That fake. Okay, cool,
this
amazing.
One over here, 52%.
Yeah,
and then it went like flatlined.
Yeah, just go after the bottom and just see like we had proper rallies. Like go from the bottom to the top. We had a proper rally.
This one, 300%.
And this bear market, now go to this bear market. Just go to this bear market now.
There's the first one. What's the first one here? What's the little pulse?
Oh, what's that?
44, dude. I'm telling you, it's actually crazy. It's actually crazy where we are. And the weekly's crossed here, dude. Like that's it for me. And you know, there's apparently some sort of news today. That's coming out to PPI.
But PPI news is not a. I mean, it's like small.
If it's good, will it maybe move the market slightly,
but
in a good way? We just need a little bit of bullishness.
Tuesday and Wednesday,
market back up.
Tuesday and Wednesday, hold on tight, my friend.
What happens, bro?
Just Tuesday and Wednesday. All I can say, I know you're getting on a plane on Wednesday, right? You're getting on a plane. You're going skiing, right?
Yeah.
All I'm saying is hold on tight onto that airplane because that could go to the moon. That plane could go straight up to the moon. Just be careful.
Straight up to the moon. Dude, I'm hoping so. I do feel, but December's always historically been a good Good.
December's
month,
always good.
It's
December's
let's
good.
see. Ron, before I go through any of that, I know you want to have a chat. Is there any?
No, you carry on. You carry on. I'm just listening. Can we just say a lot of people are DMing me on Twitter, sending me shirts. I'm fine. I promise you.
Why, dude? Why are they talking about shirts?
Because I wore the same shirt twice. There was one day where I wore the same shirt. Showed it,
no, they want to share. Bear market, guys. Bear market.
I have shirts.
High.
Don't worry. It's all good.
Dude, we're going to a wedding this weekend, bro.
Oh, we're going to Freddie's wedding.
We're going to a wedding, bro.
Yeah, I've got a very, very good plan for Freddie's wedding.
Just don't bring your gummies, bro.
I'm going today. I'm going to the week up. And I'm gonna give all the guests as they walk in. I'm gonna give them like a bowl, a little bowl. I'll put a bowl of like jelly babies.
I dare you! I dare you! I think it'll be absolutely crazy. Cool, bro. I'm gonna go through this quick, and then we can jump on.
I'm here. I'm watching. We can have some fun afterwards. I don't need shirts.
Cool. Okay, guys. So stock market, great. So I just want to update quickly on the trades yesterday. So DOT for me has broken out and the retest. So you're going to have a second opportunity to get into the trade that if you missed it yesterday. We had the breakout, beautiful trade. So ultimately around the 4.35, the 5.35, sorry, is the area for the DOT entry. THETA, this one's looking great. This one's looking really good. And ultimately what I'm looking at here, break a trend, guys. If we break the trend today and we move, you can put stop loss on a previous low. There is still buy areas around 85 cents, but this one for me is still the major trade that I'm looking at. The next one's XRP, which is boiling up, just going sideways, looking strong at the moment, and ultimately the break of this trend as well. So you can see right now we're at a critical stage for the stock markets, and everything's just sitting at resistance. Everything's sitting at resistance, just waiting. Watch on, run.
You should start the show. So say, welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the Bitcoin. We're going to be talking about XRP.
I know, bro. I know. Don't ask. All I do know is like BitBoy's grown like 200,000 Twitter followers in the last thing, and he's on quite a hunt. So not bad, BitBoy. Listen, you could also grow in Twitter followers if you were willing to lose your marbles. Today, you know who's accusing now? He says the equivalent of SBF in FTX is Jack on Twitter. He's saying Jack is like. He's also, he basically just calling. My shit. Is he going after that as well?
He's got everyone.
Bro, what's going on there? Is he like having like a midlife crisis here?
I don't know, bro. Don't know.
Okay, cool. Cool. That's basically it for my trades. Until we have the breakout, I'm doing shows both days this weekend, guys. I have to do shows all the way till I leave.
I want to show you something. I want to show you something. Let me show you something. I saw
so if we break today, I'll have more trades for you guys. BNB, guys, keep eye here. This looks like it possibly wants to pop. If this 4-hour closes out here in 26 minutes, boom, could be good. BNB looking strong.
I saw this tweet from Miles. I think it's a very cool tweet. I think it's a nice tweet. He says, look at where are all these tokens from all-time highs?
Solana.
So nice next to get to, but the Solana, now we know that the Solana all-time high was not even a real price. It was just Sam Bankman-Fried manipulating his own bags. Phantom, 14 times from all-time high. AVAX, 11. Bitcoin only 4 times to all-time high. Not even 4 times to all-time high. Bitcoin. ETH 3.8 times to all-time high. Which one here would you put? Which one here would you put on your list? Which is the best one here that you'd put on your list?
I still think Sol. If Sol survive, I just hope Sol survives. I still think Sol and Phantom. I still think those two are we're going to make the most money with them. I just feel they were both that way, over exaggerately dropped. They dropped a lot, and I just feel that they're really good. And Doge, I'd probably say Doge. Yeah. No,
Doge. I agree. I think Doge also.
Definitely Doge.
I did want to just jump on because we got a Friday banter on my show. I did say to you guys the other day that I bought a token. Remember? And I said, do not buy it yet. I'm going to carry on doing the research. I said, I bought some. The token is called Giddy. Remember that? We did that. We said that. So I wanted to update you because we have been buying and selling. We bought a whole lot. We sold some. And I'll tell you also why we sold some. We're still holding a big part of our position. I don't know what we're going to do with the position. The reason why we did that is we I said to you, when I spoke about it, I said, we bought first, and then we were going to speak to the team, and then we're going to make calls to whether we're going to buy a whole lot more or not. And we spoke to the team, and we are still speaking to the team. So one, we love their technology. We think that they've got some good tech. We haven't done a tech DD yet, but we are looking at it. We think they're going to solve a big problem, which is they have created a wallet without a seed phrase. So we think that's very, very good. We're not convinced yet 100% about the value of a token. We know the company is very good. We know the tech is very good. We're still doing more diligence on the tokens. I'm saying to you guys again, the reason why I'm saying to you guys again, we are in, but we may exit and we may buy equity from the company. We're talking to them. We're in discussion. So I'm saying to you guys, for now, do not buy the thing yet. If we think that it's good and safe to buy, we'll come back here and we'll say to you guys, look, we've done the research on the token and we'll let you guys buy it. But for now, don't rush and go and buy it. I know I said so. And also, I'm letting you know that right now, we first bought, then we sold some. We're holding a whole lot. We're going to try and convert what we sold into equity in the company, because there's an equity and a token, and that's what we're having discussions with them about. So, as I said on my show, do not buy it yet until such time as we think.
Do you have a little bit of an understanding on what happened there? It's obviously just a big wallet that just.
I don't know. We saw. Look, I mean, look. The truth is, we saw that we bought before. We paid. Our average price is probably where the token price is sitting now-ish. I don't know exactly. Maybe 1.8 cents, 1.2 cents. It went up to 3 cents. We bought below that. Then someone dumped. Then someone started to buy. Like, we're not even. To be honest, I'm not even looking at it. No, that's why I also said to the community, do not buy this thing until we finish the due diligence. I said to you transparently, we're buying, but don't buy it until we finish the due diligence. And I am maintaining that, and I'm letting you guys know that we are buying and selling, because we may want to be doing an equity deal with these guys. We don't know yet. So don't do anything yet. Do not buy the thing yet. Do not sell the thing yet. I hope you didn't buy it. I did warn you back on that day not to buy it. Yeah, that's the story.
Run. If history repeats itself and that monthly is correct, that 150%, what do we need, bro? Like, what? Like, I kind of feel that we're gonna punch ourselves in a few months because we didn't get all the special that we need. Like, is there anything that we've missed?
There is one scenario that could play out. I'm not saying it's going to play out. I'm saying it could play out. Let me tell you what the scenario is. I'm not saying
it's bearish.
It's bullish.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay, listen. Tuesday, we get an inflation reading that's below the last inflation reading. Okay? So
what was that?
7.7. Last inflation. Yeah, let me quickly get it for us just so we can see it. Look, this is Hopium. I'll show you which one I'm betting on.
The charts are showing that we go test 18 to 18.8, and if we through that, we get a higher high. So but if we reject there, not good.
Look, so inflation starts to come down, we get an inflation reading under 7.7. Cool. Mm-hmm. Next thing is we get a 50 basis point rate hike on Wednesday instead of a 75 basis point rate hike on Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's two good things. Now, that would make the traditional markets run quite a lot, rocket, because that's it. Inflation's out of the way. If this happens.
Okay.
Then there is one big cloud that is sitting over crypto at the moment, which is Grayscale, Bitcoin Trust, GBTC, Genesis lending in Chapter 11 or potentially going into Chapter 11, the whole Genesis story, and DCG. What if before the end of the year we get low inflation, low rate hike, and then the Genesis GBTC thing solves itself? In other words, they find capital, or in a good way, not a bad one. They don't liquidate, but
because they have until, is it March, May?
They don't have any, they just said it's going to take weeks, not days, but it can resolve itself. So that's, I don't know.
Oh, bro, if that had to happen, it's got to. Like, it's stock market. Stock market is crazy. Like 7.9% from all-time high.
That's crazy.
It's incredible. It's not that far, bro. Like, if things could somehow go really bullish, like, it's not that far.
Bro, wow. What up here?
What's up?
What up?
Bear market, bro. Bear market. We get you.
Yeah.
We get you,
Hey,
bro.
By the way, if anybody from the audience wants to join us here on the shows backstage, let us know. Let us know, and go to our Discord, join the Discord, and then come join us on the shows backstage for next week. Let's get some people here. Let's get the community here. We can bring them up. We can have a chat to them. If anybody wants that, go onto the Discord. We'll drop a link in the Discord. You guys can go do it.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
I'm not playing that game anymore. That game's rigged.
They
biggest
keep taking the money, bro, and they keep choosing
exactly. The biggest box always wins.
Okay, well,
The biggest box always wins, bro.
Let's see. Oh, so no one wins $10.
Which which box today is the one that was chosen?
Two.
Always, okay. You'll see the middle box is going to be 1,500. Watch.
Run comes to this one. He's like, bro, we're using all of the guys are winning everything. Is this rigged? Like, what's going on? I'm like,
rigged, bro. It's rigged every day.
Three. Let's see what. Oh, Gerard, they must. No way, bro. 250.
You see? Watch.
No way, dude. That's how many this week?
$2,500. Watch. Bro, I know how this game works.
It's not so big today, but $500. $500. They won the maximum prize again.
Game's rigged.
Again. Have you got the number generator there?
I have got the number generator. Hold on. I mean, the game's rigged, bro.
What the bro? They keep choosing box 2 and they keep getting it.
I mean, it's okay. Let's what's the bottom row on the spreadsheet, just so I know how many numbers I can play with. It should be like 5,450 or something. That means 50 more of you actually deposited money.
5,400 basically.
5,400. Okay, so I'm going to put 5,400, and I'm going to generate a random number.
How do you guys keep choosing that? No way.
Come on.
It's rigged.
3,054.
3,054. Okay, so up here, 3,054. This one here.
Yes. So account number 448072223. If you want your prize, what you need to do, you need to email giveaways@cryptobanter.com. You have to confirm your identity, and then we will send you your money.
Ron, will you explain to everyone how I destroyed you in ping pong this morning?
What's the score in games? Just quickly, what's the score in games?
The toss on is fluke. It's 1-1.
No. What's the score in games?
1-1.
Okay, I've got a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take you on now.
Okay.
Streamed live on YouTube. Streamed live on YouTube. I'm willing to challenge you 3 games of table tennis. The winner of the 3 games of table tennis. What should we bet as a prize?
Either we give that person that won more money, or I don't know. You tell me. Who will win, guys, at ping pong?
It's 1-1 in games. It's 1-1 in games.
1-1. It's 1-1.
1-1 in games. I'm willing to play you live on YouTube.
Me too. Well, I think let's take a video and put it on Twitter. Or how are we going to do it?
Kalen, set up a live stream. James, set up a camera. We'll be live.
Make us a tile.
We'll be live.
Me and Run table tennis. Let's actually do it, Run. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Let's get ready.
Okay. Much love, Banter fam. I'll be back tomorrow. Let's see what the market does today. And if there's more entries, more trades. Okay. And it looks like me and Kyle are doing a Twitter Spaces later. So stay on our Twitter. We're doing a Twitter Spaces.
Just after he loses the table tennis.
Yeah, just after I won a table tennis. Much love, Banter fam.
Stop. I got a good idea. Okay, so here we go. Okay, here's the idea. You ready? Okay. If you win, I have to do this. If you lose, you have to do this. At Fred's wedding tomorrow.
Also live stream on YouTube.
If I win,
is that a joint?
You have to do this tomorrow at Fred as we walk into Fred's wedding. If you win, I have to do this as you walk into Fred's wedding.
Okay, cool. Deal.
I'll do it for free.
Deal. I'll see you tomorrow, bro. Let's do it.
Love you guys. See you guys in a bit.
Much love,
Ciao.
It's amazing how they always win the fucking biggest prize. Eh?
Bro,